It's Positively Muskegon. Andy O'Reilly today at the Wesley School. I am with Lisa Pierce and Katie Ellis, and we are here to talk sports and a team you may or may not have heard of, the Muskegon Waves. Now, over the last couple of years, we've discovered that Muskegon has got a lot more sports going on than we thought we did. We've got the Risers, we've got the Ironmen, we've got the Lumberjacks, of course, we've got the Lakehawks, and now we're going to meet the Muskegon Waves. Katie, tell me about this team, the Muskegon Waves, and how did it all come about?
Well, about 8 or 9 years ago, we started the team here. We've been part of the Michigan Victory Games, and we are a group of people designed for athletes with physical disabilities.
Okay.
So they have adapted events so that people of all types of physical ability can participate and be involved. There's everything from being adapted bowling to adapted sports like slalom, which is like a wheelchair obstacle course.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
I can imagine. I mean, these guys are competitive too, right?
Very
so you get something like this where they're in their chair. Now, do they use standard chairs or are they in the sport chairs?
People do both.
Do they really?
Depending on,
serious stuff.
Depending on how involved they are. So it's really cool. Our team is very competitive. They like to go to really be involved and go for it. They don't just want to go and have fun. They do. Of course they want to go and have fun, but they want to go and really compete and be able to use their skills.
Bring home the brass. That's right. They want plaques and medals and all that kind of stuff. Lisa, tell me about your team here. How long has this team been together?
Well, Katie started it, you said 8 or 9 years ago.
8 or 9 years ago.
Yep.
But I mean, the current group of people, I mean, have they all been there for 8 or 9 years, or do they kind of come and go?
They come and go. We have 15 now, and we had 2 when we originally started.
Really?
So we've grown quite a bit.
Yep.
We have a span of, our youngest is 9 now, and we have all the way up to a 52-year-old on our team. So
is that right?
We have a great group of kiddos in a huge span of ages and abilities.
I saw a couple of the troublemakers in the picture, and I know them. One's named Ryan, the other one's named Craig.
Yeah.
I know these two, and I get the idea of what this is like from knowing those guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it that way with the whole team? Are they all that fun and cool?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Were they students here at Wesley at one point? Is that how they all came together? Or?
Not necessarily. People have come from all different schools, all different walks of life. Some have been former and current students here. Or other public schools in the area.
Sure.
They don't have to be a student here to be involved.
They don't. Okay.
The qualification is that you have to have a physical primary disability.
Okay.
So anybody who has that is welcome and able to participate in the Victory Games.
Is there a cost for these families and kids involved?
There is, and that's one of our biggest hindrances.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is
Facts of
everywhere.
life, that
Yeah.
everything costs money. So it costs approximately $250 per person to go. So that's for athletes, coaches, parents, anybody who attends the games at Michigan Victory Games.
But if you look at it like part of your summer vacation or something like that, it really gets, that's...
And we work really hard as a group to fundraise.
Yep.
We haven't had to pay, nobody's had to pay that out of pocket much for the games based on all the support we've received. So,
tell me the awareness level of the Muskegon Waves. Do you think Muskegon doesn't know a thing about them, or do you think there's a little bit of awareness there?
I think we're a pretty small group.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a whole lot of knowledge about us out there. I think we're starting to grow, but in 8 or 9 years that we've done this.
Sure. Well, nothing happens overnight.
Nothing happens overnight.
I really wish it would.
Yeah.
Trust me. I've been digging 47 years here. I'm digging. Still hasn't happened. I'm working on it. But with the experience for these athletes, talk about the whole thing. I mean, from the minute they get there till the minute they are awarded the medals. Talk about the experience.
We are nonstop from the minute we get there. So we go straight from here and we carpool caravan it all the way to Lansing, and we go and do bowling right away. We go straight to the bowling alley and we compete there, and then we go back to our rooms and get settled and keep competing.
Do you stay in a hotel or do you stay on the dorm campus?
We are lucky. We get to stay at MSU.
Nice.
Yeah, they treat us very well.
Yeah.
There's nights that we get done competing at 10 o'clock at night.
No kidding.
And go back and go to bed and do it all over again the next morning.
6 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're exhausted, but our kids, you wouldn't notice it. Like, they are just full of energy that whole entire time, and they're raring to go at 6 a.m. and raring to compete, and we're tired.
Yeah.
By
Oh,
Sunday,
yeah.
we get home and we're exhausted, but it's worth every second. They have so much fun, and just like Katie said, like they love to compete and they go there to win.
Yeah.
They're hardcore athletes, so.
How long has this Michigan Victory Games been going on?
Since the 70s.
Really?
Yes, there's teams all throughout the state.
So about as long as all of us?
Right.
Well, maybe not you two. I don't know. I'm getting old. It ain't, you youngsters here. Were you born in the 70s?
The 80s.
Oh, I'm so old.
Not far in the 80s.
Yeah. Anyway, so 70s.
So the 70s, it came about because, the Special Olympics is a huge organization.
Huge, yep.
Everybody knows about the Special Olympics. But there's not all people with disabilities are able to participate in the Special Olympics.
Okay.
So because those events are not usually adapted for
Right.
people with physical disabilities, they aren't able to
Sure,
participate in those things. So that's where this came about.
Okay.
So back in the 70s, they decided, we need another group of athletes in a different way. So that's when this was created. Has grown and changed throughout the years, but
Sure.
we've been at MSU for quite a long time.
Has it been there? a while?
So yeah, it's just great to have all the athletes from all the different parts of the state come together. It's like you see all those people again, kind of like a family reunion every
Yeah.
spring. Everybody gets together, and it's just neat to see the relationships form between them.
As teachers and coaches, do you guys find it valuable to get together with other teachers and coaches that are all kind of doing this?
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
you've got
Doing the
teams
same
all
thing.
over the state. We listed a few of them here in the article and stuff, but this is it. This is all over the state. These groups.
Yeah.
Is it therapeutic for you to get together? Is it helpful? Is it?
It's nice to know you're not alone doing.
Yeah.
You're trying to do something, but there's people all over doing the same type
Doing the
of
same
work.
type
and,
thing. Yeah.
So it's cool to be able to network with them and
If
brainstorm.
people want to know more or make a donation, is there a place we can send them?
Yes, we have a Facebook page, Muskegon Waves.
We'll put a link here. for
Yeah,
that.
there's also the Michigan Victory Games, which is a statewide organization.
Okay.
Is a great way to find out a little bit more too, and find about other teams throughout the state.
Sure.
But we are, our Facebook page, we can get messages that way. So if
Sure.
people, have athletes that are out there that want to be involved, we definitely encourage you that. This year is a little bit late. We leave in 2 days, but but for next
Well,
year.
you don't want to take off out of shape or
Right,
something.
you gotta
Because
work
what are you
that
going to win, right?
That's right.
So start training, start learning, get ready for next year, and make some contact
Yeah.
with Katie and Lisa. Is there something anything you want to leave us with about these athletes? I've been very fortunate in my days because I've been affiliated with groups like No More Sidelines, and I've known Ron and Ryan Zuck for a long time, and just a couple of the guys on the team and stuff like that. And at first, I was always a little like, oh, they're different. But once you start to get to know these kids and the families and the fun and just some of the amazing stories that they go through, what do you see from your eyes?
Absolutely. I feel like, that's when you see a person, you see their heart when you look at them, and if you get to know them,
Yeah.
you really see that they're no different than
Not
anybody
at all.
else.
No.
And they want the same things out of life as everybody else. So
Yeah.
just that they're super awesome. They're amazing people, and we're lucky to be able to spend time with them.
Yeah.
And their families are very supportive, and we couldn't do the team without the families that
What you do.
yeah.
Amazing
For
stuff.
sure.
How about you, Lisa?
The same, yeah. Our kids are amazing. Like, I don't think that there is a time all weekend that we will not stop laughing and getting them out of trouble sometimes. But it is the most.
Kids are kids.
Exactly. It is the most fun yet exhausting weekend of our whole year. Like, I look forward to that weekend probably just as much as our athletes do.
Is that right?
It's a great time, and it's open for spectators if anybody is in the area.
Very cool. Now, do you guys play games locally that people can come and watch?
We don't really.
No?
We practice regularly here at Wesley throughout the year. We have had a couple groups of the Grand Rapids team and the Ionia team and us have gotten together and done some things together.
I heard about those Ionian guys.
Yeah.
Troublemakers. That's what I heard.
So we've done a few things like that, but just as our team, we just usually stay together and practice and that kind of thing here. But what we work towards is to go to Michigan State.
Awesome. You guys are doing great things.
Thank
Glad
you.
to have you on. I'm proud to have you
Thank
on.
you.
Thank you for doing what you're doing, and keep us up to date. If something comes along for the Waves that you want to get the word out about,
Sure.
come talk to us right here.
I will do.
Lisa, Katie, thank you so much. The Muskegon Waves, all the details are going to be right here on Positively Muskegon. Make sure you cheer them on and follow them on Facebook so you can see how the team does this weekend.